Hi everyone, and in today's video we will be covering the topic Democracy in Bangladesh from a Class 12 NCERT Political Science. Now here we will be going back to the history of this particular country, Bangladesh. In the previous video we have gone through Pakistan, and here we will be moving with Bangladesh. Now Bangladesh was a part of Pakistan from 1947 to 1971. This we also studied in the previous video. So Bangladesh was earlier known as East Pakistan, which was a part of Pakistan. But during the Indo-Pak War, Bangladesh became independent in the year 1971. So, we know the history behind 1971. Now we'll be talking about what happened after 1971 till 1991. Because in 1991, democracy was restored. Democracy restored? That means is time period when democracy was not there? We will see the entire history now. So basically, firstly I'm going to give you a broad overview, and then we will be going through the NCERT as well. What happens is that in the year 1971, Bangladesh becomes independent, okay? And then 1972, the Constitution of Bangladesh is formed. The Constitution follows the policy or the ideology of secularism, democracy and socialism. In 1975, Mujib becomes the president and one party rule begins. Okay, so Sheikh Mujib ur Rahman becomes the president of Bangladesh, and from here one party rule begins. Then in August 1975, Sheikh Mujib ur Rahman, he was assassinated in a military coup. Then in the year 1979, Ziaur Rahman, he forms BNP, that is Bangladesh National Party, and they even win the election. Who was forming this? Ziaur Rahman. And then in 1981, Ziaur Rahman was assassinated. 1982, the next year, Arshad seizes power. And then in 1990, there were mass protests which were dedicated to Arshad to resign. And then in 1991, finally democracy was restored and elections were held. So this is the broad overview which I have given you of this topic, wherein we are seeing how there was the restoration of democracy in Bangladesh. Okay, so when Mujib came to power, then Ziaur Rahman, it was Zia's rise, then there was Arshad's fall, and then there was democracy. So Mujib, what happens, he changes the constitution, and there's a one party rule, and then he gets killed. Then Ziaur Rahman comes, he forms the Bangladesh National Party, and he also gets killed. Then Arshad takes over, he faces mass protest, and then he steps down. Then finally elections were held in 1991, which was the start of real democracy, after which they have been a bit stable. So three leaders are there: Mujibur Rahman, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Ziaur Rahman and Arshad. These three names you should be aware of when we are talking about Bangladesh, because after Mujib it was Ziaur Rahman, after which it was Arshad. Now let's go to the NCERT and understand details of it. So here, we already know that Bangladesh should consider the partitioned areas of Bengal, Assam, which was from British India, and here the people of this region resented the domination of Western Pakistan. So definitely West Pakistan was it was considered to be the main part. So these people, they were dominating the East Pakistan as well, and the people of this particular area were resenting their domination. And also the imposition of Urdu language. So West Pakistan, basically their language was Urdu. They used to speak Urdu. But in East Pakistan, earlier East Pakistan, there was the Bengali language which was more prevalent. So the Urdus were trying to dominate the Bengali people even when the Bengali was in majority there. So they began protests against the unfair treatment which was there for the Bengali culture and language. And the East Pakistan people, they also demanded their representation in the administration and a fair share in political power as well. Who? The people of East Pakistan or Bangladesh. Because if you see, when you see the geography, Bangladesh is very close to West Bengal, right? So they have the Bengali, culture and the language, they're more prevalent. And so they started protests for this language and cultural rights. They also demanded for the fair representation, administration, in the political power. Then here comes your Sheikh Mujib ur Rahman. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he led the popular struggle against this West Pakistani domination, and they basically demanded कि we want a separate nation, we want ourselves, we want that we should be governed by our own selves. Autonomy they demanded. And then we see that Mujibur Rahman, he also becomes the president. When, so understand that. What happens that he basically led the struggle. So in the 1970 elections, in the then Pakistan, Awami League, which was led by Sheikh Mujib, it won all the seats in East Pakistan and it secured a majority also for the whole of Pakistan. But now the government was dominated by the West Pakistani leadership, and so they refused. They refused to convene the assembly and the Constituent Assembly. Then, under the military rule of General Yahya Khan, so we know in the Pakistan's video we've also covered that it was during General Yahya Khan time period that Bangladesh got its independence. And after General Yahya Khan, it was Zulfikar Ali Bhutto who came to power in Pakistan, and there was the first civilian rule there. Democratically elected Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, popular leader, and removed by General Ziaul Haq. Okay. Now during General Yahya Khan, what happens that Pakistani army, they try to suppress the mass movement which was there of the Bengali people, and here the thousands of people were killed, and there was a large scale migration to India as well, which created a huge refugee problem for India. And then the government of India also supported that yes, the East Pakistan should get independence, and so India helps them financially and militarily. So which resulted in a war which we have studied, Indo-Pak War, which resulted in the Bangladesh formation as an independent country. This war was fought in December 1971, and the Pakistani army had surrendered there after its constitution, which had declared its faith in secularism, democracy and socialism. And in the year 1975, Sheikh Mujib, he got the constitution amended, where therein there was the one party rule. Basically, he shifted the parliamentary form of government to the presidential form of government as he amended the constitution. He also abolished all the parties except his. What was his party's name? Awami League. So there was this one party rule. Okay, one party rule and the shift from parliamentary to presidential form of government, which led to more conflicts and tensions. Then there was a dramatic and tragic development. He was assassinated, which was in a military uprising or coup, which was there in August 1975. Then there was a new military ruler, Ziaur Rahman. He formed his own Bangladesh National Party. He won elections, but he also was assassinated in another military takeover, which was followed under the leadership of late General Arshad. The people of Bangladesh, they soon rose in support of the demand for democracy. And there were students also who were very active in the forefront. So Arshad, he was finally forced, he finally later, because of the mass public protests, he stepped down, right? He was forced to resign. And then again the elections were held in 1991. Since then there has been represented democracy, and there was a multi-party elections which is happening in Bangladesh. After that we see stability. So this all I have given the overview as well of this particular part. You need to understand that how there was the demand for autonomy which was made by Sheikh Mujibur Rahman because of the Urdu's imposition on the Bengali language and culture. And because Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was the person who made this demand for the political representation as well. He won the elections, but General Yahya Khan, he arrested Sheikh Mujib. Because of this mass movement for independence, there was also a refugee crisis, and then India also supported Bangladesh. So all these things you need to understand. It was a very short part of Bangladesh which is given in the book, but also let me tell you that this is just a one short revision that we are doing here. If you want to understand the chapter in depth, again there will be a separate video for that, but this video is just for the revision purpose, like before an exam you're just refreshing all the contents of the NCERT. Alright, so this was all about democracy in Bangladesh in today's video. Thank you.